Hi everybody, this is Diane. I'm working on some ephemera for my design team project for Vectoria Designs. It's going to be a little bit different than what I could normally do because I'm going to be working on them till I get so far, and then I won't be able to finish with the details because of the release of the digital kit won't be till July 8th. So yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do. So I'm working on some tags. I've got a set to a certain stage, and I'll get these to that stage, and then I'll go back to these because it'll have to dry. But before we get into that, I just want to tell you that there was a change of plans with the journal covers. I decided not to use the vintage quilt covers. I will finish those covers, and I will set them aside and use them in another journal project, but I had decided that they weren't right for this project. So I picked out a couple of book covers. The colors in the kit are peach and green mainly. So I have this peach colored marbled Reader's Digest book, and then this green, and the front cover had a little bit of a delicate frame design around it. And I can't show you those because I've already embellished them with the kit, but I just wanted you to see that I did change that. So let's get going on these tags. I only had 5 white tags left. I guess I better get some more, but I will use a manila one. And I know that my light glares off of this thing, and I don't know how to fix that. So right now I'm just going to do a little stamping on these tags, and we're going to use some modeling paste, and then I've already done that with these, and I'm going to use the Distress Oxide inks and color them once I get these, and they don't take long. I'm just doing them quickly, so I'm not even using ink blocks. I've got this music. I'll just put some music on here, and maybe a little bit of one of these remnant pieces from Tim Holtz. This is just a diamond pattern, and I have this pretty corner. And another corner. Well, could do a little bit more. I have this pen nib here. To use that. Let's see, what other little piece can I use? I guess I'll just use the pen nib. There's two different ones. I use a different one for variety, not that anybody would notice probably. Okay. Now, moving on to the modeling paste. I've had this jar for a long time. It's Liquitex light modeling paste, and it is still, the stuff up at the top that I scraped off my stick is a little bit firm, but the stuff down in the jar is still nice and soft and pliable. I'm just going to put some through a stencil, not over the whole tag, but part of it, including over some of the stamping. It's a little bit thicker than I did on the other ones. And I will set that aside to dry. I did the other ones and then took a break for lunch, and now I'm back. Just put a little bit in the corner here. Oh, I was gonna get a little pan of water to put my stencils in so this stuff doesn't dry on it. So I'm just going to wipe them off as best I can with a baby wipe, because I can't have the modeling paste drying on my stencils. Hopefully that's good. Now let's have some fun with colors. I have these already done, and I'm experimenting here. I need peach. Oops, I just pulled the top right off my spray bottle because the cap was already off. I need peach and green, and I don't really have a peach, so I'm going to try to make peach with spiced marmalade, and I have yellow, and I have abandoned coral, so I'm just going to see what works the best. I'm going to start with a little tag here because we're going to play with these too, but if the color isn't right, it's no great loss on one of these. Oh, that looks pretty. So here we go. I'm getting color on the back too. That's okay, because of my icky fingers. You can see the color on the modeling paste. Don't want to contaminate my yellow ink pad. Whoop. I'll do one more with this color palette and then I'll try for the green. That looks a little too orange. Let's try some more abandoned coral. Gonna let the oxides work together. Now I'm gonna do some of these little tags before I clean that up and get to the green. Should have put gloves on. I am going to be all colorful. I even have some little tiny vellum ones. Okay, let's do some green. I have cracked pistachio, and bundled sage, and maybe we'll use a touch of lucky clover, not too much because I don't want it to be too bright of a green. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of green to the peach tags. Just a little. Okay, before I continue on with the little tags, let's talk about these a little bit more. So I have these three, and I'll color the other three that we just put the modeling paste on. And then I will be adding an element from the kit. But I thought maybe I could pull something, get my stamps, and I think they're about the right size for the piece I'm going to use from the kit, just to see what it would look like with one more piece added to it. I have my brace on again because my wrist has been very sore lately, just in case you're wondering. So ever since I fell and hurt my wrist, and I didn't go to the doctor or anything to see what I did to it, but I obviously did something. So it would just be another added element like that, and maybe a little cheesecloth or something behind it. But I think these are going to be really pretty when they're done. And then I will add some fibers or ribbons or something to the top. Yes, I like them. Okay. All right. So for a tag like, let me find one, like this, I want to color it and then either stamp a word or use a word from the digital set if they're small enough. There are a lot of words in that digital set that I can use. I'm gonna, well, I might just leave that string on there, just tie it shorter. I'll just leave it there for now. So I want to have several. Do I have more of this size? Oh, I got out these other shaped ones too. That one. That one. Thought I would have had 6. There's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we'll just use these for now. So you could say this is a Stashistry, a Somerset inspired, because they have these beautiful collage pages, and there's this little tag that's colored a beautiful corally pink, and it's stamped eggs. And down here is a little tag, and just these beautiful elements. I love the colors. I was really, and it says green, peach, and brown. So it looks, yeah, I guess it looks peach, but that one looks more pink. So maybe those colors drew my eye because they match the colors of what I'm doing. So I guess I'll color all of these sizes with the orangey colors. Coral, spiced marmalade, abandoned coral, and squeezed lemonade. Really needs to have the abandoned coral on it to give it the peachy look instead of orange. I'm going to put a little bit on here. I love playing with the colors like this. Do a couple more and then we'll go to the green. Then I'll do something with them. I'm not just gonna make you watch me make a mess with my inks. I'm gonna put some more coral on there. It's just turning orange on me again. The tiny little vellum one. Okay, I want to put this ink onto some cardstock that I can use for something else, and then I'll move on to green. Again, cracked pistachio. I really like the way this green turned out. Bundled sage. And I do like the brightness that the Lucky Clover adds. It didn't darken it too much. A couple of these tags are very lightly coffee dyed, and it makes for a different shade. They don't look as, oh, you can't see them. They don't look as bright as those because these are coffee dyed, but they're very lightly coffee dyed. My friend Jill sent me some of these dyed tags, and I'm very lucky She sent me little bundles, little packets all wrapped up so sweetly of coffee dyed and some pink dyed and some kind of a chartreuse color, and I've had them for years. And I use them occasionally, but I'm using them a bunch today. I think I'll add some of the pistachio again. Trying to flip the tag over and it won't flip over. Oops, I got a little ink on my camera when I turned it with my inky hand. We're almost done coloring all of the tags. And again, I will not be able to add the finishing to these, but let me just look at my words and see if I have words that are small enough, because if not, I'm going to have to just use a stamp anyway. I think only if there's little circles with words, and if I cut the words out of the circle, they would be small enough. Yeah, that would fit. Okay. So I think I've got some words that will fit. So what I will do is I will have, is this the size I want? I think I want this littler size. If I can, I will have 6 little tags that I will put a word on, and if the words don't fit, I will stamp something on them. And I think that's all I had. I'll have to find another one and color it later. And that's all I'm going to do to those, and apply them to some embellishment on the page. Then I will have one of these, this size, and attach a tiny tag. That's what I got the little vellum ones out for. I'm gonna get my buttons out. So I might attach it to the button. Big. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that one. Now I think I'll just put it through the hole here. I might end up putting an eyelet through the hole and then attaching the tag through the hole, and then I can just add a little button for an embellishment. So this one I can do without using any of the kit. I'm going to move my glass mat off the table. I had these set aside for a reason. They're already spoken for. These are still damp. Got my eyelets. Just going to use a white one. That one's too big. Yeah, I think that's the right one. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Yep. That's good. I'll have to tie that again. Well, I will probably want to put some thread through that button, so I'm not going to do that right at the moment, but I will put some thread through there and glue that somewhere on this little tag, and this will just be an embellishment on a page. So I have 1, 2, oh, that's that size, 3, 4, 5. I was doing 6 of each, but I may not use that many. 6. I just want to have them ready in case I want one for every signature. So I'm not going to go through all of that with all of these on camera, but I will do that. And I don't know, maybe I'll stamp something instead of using the button. Let's just do that. See how we like it. I'll just stamp one of these. And I'll use brown. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if it needs anything else. We'll figure that out. Oh, that's a beautiful button. Can you see that design? I think that looks better than the colored ones. Might as well dirty all of them. I really love this set of stamps from Tim Holtz. It's called Fragments. So I will remove the strings and add an eyelet to the hole and then tie the little tags on. So let me get all of those. With this, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I decide to add a button, I can do that, or add something else. I can do that. That's 2 little tag embellishments we have. I think maybe I'm going to use these. And use these tiny little paper clips. And I will probably take one of the embellishments from the kit and attach it to that with a paper clip. They're still wet, so a paper clip would probably tear it, but that's what I will do with these, and then use these as an embellishment. What else do I have here? I have a couple circles. And not sure what I'll do with these. I have this size tag. Got more than 6 of those. Let me try something with a paper clip with these, or a safety pin, I mean. Then I'll look at my tiny little words, stamps. See if I have any small enough. So this is a tiny little word, and it says notes. I better get a block for these. Like you're going to make notes on this tiny little tag. Notes. What else do I have in here? I have love this, I think it says. It's so tiny, it's hard to read it. Yep, love this. This one says love. This one says dream, but it might be. Oh, I think that fits on there. Here's another of those itty bitties. Got 2 more of those. This one says family. And this one says special moment. I think that one's too big, too long. Family. those back in the box before they get lost. I know I didn't clean them, but I'd rather have them get lost than get cleaned, or not get lost than get cleaned. I can go back in and clean them. And I think that that gives us more than enough little tags to play with for embellishments. Look how pretty this tag is turning out with the colors blending together. We'll take a look at all the tags before we turn this camera off. Oh, we're out of time. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. The green on this is a little bit on the edge, but mostly it ended up just being on the raised part, which is fine. But I love the way it blended in here. And now this is dry, so I can go ahead and color these tags. Well, that one's not quite dry because I put it on pretty thick. Got a head start on, well, not a head start because I'm going full steam ahead on these journals. I've got all the pages cut and put together in signatures. So I've got some of my ephemera going, and I can get really going on those journals now. So this is probably the last video you will see before I can show the journal on July 8th. So maybe there'll be another journal that I show before I get to show you that one, but I'm going to finish that one first, make sure I have it done by the deadline for my design team project. So thanks for watching with me today. I hope that you had fun with the coloring with me. I don't get my coloring stuff out that often because of what it does. Need to get over that. Anyway, I better go before the camera shuts off, and I will see you in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.